He's the emperor. He's the sultan. He's the emir. He's the jagaban. Super Eagles legend. Well, oh my God.
Ahmed Musa or Kanu Nwankwo, who has the bigger Super Eagles legacy? This is Crossfire, brought to you by Bed Bonanza, and I am Jimmy Anishulowo. Now, Tunde, who is your pick?
I didn't expect to be answering this question someday, but here we are on the show. They pay me to do this, so might as well. Ahmed Musa or Kanu Nwankwo? I think even Ahmed Musa will choose Kanu Nwankwo because he watched him growing up. Like all of us here know who Papilo is. All of us here saw that famous advert. One day you will make us proud. Like Kanu Nwankwo is ingrained in the fabric of this country. Like it even goes beyond football. People that don't watch football know who Kanu Nwankwo is. People that don't even blind people, like there are people that have never seen anything in their lives, no disrespect to any blind person, but they know who Kanu Nwankwo is. I mean, Amed Musa has done reasonably well for himself. He made, I think he's the all-time leader in appearances for the Super Eagles. You know, won AFCON as well. That's decent. That's good. But in comparison to what Kanu Nwankwo did for Nigeria, I'm not even talking about his career as a whole. If we're talking of club career, this is not even a discussion. So, like, let us just focus on the Super Eagles. And if we want to keep it entirely based on the Super Eagles, I don't see where the basis of the comparison, like, how did you come up with it? I don't know. I don't understand it. We are comparing a two-time African Footballer of the Year, 1996 and 1999. In fact, before Osimhen won it, Kanu Nwankwo was Nigeria's last winner. All through the years that Ahmed Musa was born, till Ahmed Musa decided I wanted to play football. So Ahmed Musa hit puberty till he signed his first professional contract. He is now a veteran. In that period, Kanu Nwankwo was already a legend of Nigerian football. So, like, when you ask Tosin, let me hear what he has to say, that I understand this a bit more.
Well, he has thrown the question to you. Let's hear your views.
I have no disrespect for Nwankwo Kanu, legend of the game. But Ahmed, the governor, when you talk about Super Eagles legends, the first three names you mention, make sure you put Ahmed Musa there. Or else you are wrong.
Okay. Context
is very, very necessary. When you talk about Super Eagles legends, I don't care. I'm a Nigerian. I don't know about you. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. So when you look at it contextually, Nigeria, not what you did for Ajax, not what you did for Inter Milan, not what you did for Arsenal. Arsenal fans are grateful. I know that one. They are very, very grateful. When we talk about Super Eagles of Nigeria legends, you can't mention three names before you mention Ahmed Musa. Ahmed Musa. They don't play with him in the north. He's the king of the north. Not Jon Snow. King of the north. Ahmed Musa. And like when we look at the hierarchy of Super Eagles, because all of us some of us we are actually historians of the game. When you look at the history of Nigerian football, the Super Eagles in particular, not Olympico, not under 17. Those are developmental stages. We're talking about Super Eagles greats. This is no slight on the history of what Kanu accomplished for Nigeria, which he did well. However, Amed Musa did more.
Okay.
He did well. Amed Musa did times 10. He did well. Amed Musa did times 20. Amed Musa, he's the emperor. He's the sultan. He's the emir. He's the jagaban. Super Eagles legend. Well, oh my God. Have you ever seen when they do an advertisement, have you ever seen they used a Kanu Nwankwo Africa Cup of Nations goal? Have you ever seen it in your life? Don't waste your time. Don't swallow your tongue. Don't waste your time. You can't, it's not possible. Do you know why? Because Kanu never scored at the Africa Cup of Nations. He never did. He scored a lot of goals. Okay. World Cup qualification, Africa Cup of Nations qualification. But when the tournament is there, when it's time for big boys to pull out their team and actually deliver, that is where Amed Musa comes in. So if your name is not John Obi Mikel, one of the greatest Super Eagles players of all time. You understand? If your name is not Stephen Keshi, if you are not in that realm, Christian, if you are not in that realm, please, Ahmed Musa is not your mate. It doesn't really matter what you. Ahmed Musa is not your mate. His record speaks for himself. I can go deep into his history and please don't disrespect Ahmed Musa again.
Please do.
Don't disrespect Ahmed. Don't disrespect Ahmed Musa, please. Don't disrespect him, please. Let's be sensible in this issue.
All right, Tunde, you've heard what Tosin has to say. So, in your own opinion, what do you think that Amed Musa has to do to live up to Kanu Nwankwo?
Thank you very much for that question. You see, when you were asking Tosin and he was going on in his incoherent rant, he mentioned John Obi Mikel and he mentioned trophies. So, which leads me to ask now, who is the most decorated player in Nigerian football history? Since 1960 that we have gained independence as a country and we have been playing ball, who has won the most trophies? I know you don't know it, so I'll tell you. It's Kanu Nwankwo. And that's what Amed Musa has to do. He has a very, very long way. I mean, he's still young, still only 31 years old. Still has lots of years to win trophies and catch up with Kanu Nwankwo. If that's the thing that kind of thing that we're into. But look at Kanu's body of work, man. You people are making me disrespect arguably the biggest legend of Nigerian football. If you are not JJ Okocha, you can't chat to Kanu. Everybody knows this. People like everybody, but both of you apparently know this. This is sacred ground that we're treading on without slippers. Just calling on Kanu's name anyhow. Kanu won the MPFL with Nwankwo National. He has done it home and abroad. Won the Champions League with Ajax. Went to Arsenal, won the Premier League. Won in Italy with Inter Milan. Won Africa Footballer of the Year twice. Won Olympics, like you said. We've never done that since Kanu. We've not done it. Have we done it? Won Olympics. He said remove Olympics and under 17 as if it's not Nigeria. Were they playing for Ghana? Who did they play for? Was Musa not won 17 years old? What happened to his own set? Why they don't play under 17? Why they don't qualify for Olympics? So you cannot be diminishing people's achievements. Kanu Nwankwo, what Musa has to do, I've already told you. Win more trophies than Kanu Nwankwo. I might listen. Even then, he still won't do anything because, like I said, Kanu Nwankwo it transcends just the football. He has become an icon. He has become a symbol of Nigeria football. He has become a beacon of hope. So I know that Amed Musa is a quite generous person, and Tosin is here hustling. He does the hustle. They play every day like Franco Yeka. They cover every ground. If you find something, try to help me too. But like beyond that, because that's all I see this as. If we agree, if this is a serious conversation, never bring it up again. If it's also I support you, that's all I will see.
Tosin, this is your chance to respond.
I don't think the question. What does a Champions League with Aya? What does that have to do with the Super Eagles? How is that supposed to help my life? I think we need to contextualize this. Super Eagles legends. So this is no disrespect to Kanu. It's just that Amed Musa, when you talk about Amed Musa, he just tickles my kidney. Like what are you talking? Amed Musa. This is like, do you know Amed Musa has been captain of the Super Eagles since 2019. This is 2024. One of the longest serving Super Eagles captains of all time. The highest caps. When you talk, and see, do you know what I know about Amed Musa is this? When the chips are down, count on Amed Musa. Because all of us know, we talk about the 1999 Africa Cup, he was the Africa Footballer of the Year in 1999, Kanu. When Nigeria hosted, obviously with Ghana, the Africa Cup of Nations, where was Kanu? What did he do? Should we go to the record books? Should I open the books of history to you? Should I open the book of history to you? In a tournament whereby the reigning Africa Footballer of the Year, Kanu, did not even make the team of the tournament. The likes of Sean Bartlett were on the team. He couldn't deliver for Nigeria on home soil. And this is not like, it's just that when you're forcing me to bring these things out. I don't want to do this. I like Kanu. But comparing him to Amed Musa, he's just bringing these things out. I'm talking about Amed Musa, Nigeria's all-time scorer at the World Cup. You all saw it now. See what he did against Argentina. Look at those two beautiful goals. Have you ever seen a Kanu World Cup go in your life? Don't waste your time. You can't find it. Don't waste your time. See what Amed Musa did against Iceland. See what he did against Iceland at the World Cup. Really? A champion. Nigeria does not win the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations without Amed Musa. That's a fact. And it's no disrespect to any of this. When you're Kanu Amed, do you know who Amed Musa is? Amed Musa. Don't play with him, oh. Don't play with him. Thunder will strike you. Don't play with him, oh.
All right, guys. So you've heard from Tosin and Tunde, but who do you think has the bigger Super Eagles legacy between Ahmed Musa and Kanu Nwankwo? I am Jimmy Anishulowo, and this is Crossfire, brought to you by Bet Bonanza, high odds, fast payouts.